NATO calls on allies to supply winter uniforms for Ukrainian army.
Here's a summary of the article.
Banners displaying the NATO logo are placed at the entrance of new NATO headquarters during the move to the new building, in Brussels, Belgium, April 19, 2018. Brussels, September 9. NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg urged allies on Friday to supply Kyiv with winter gear such as clothing, tents and generators to enable Ukrainian troops to keep on fighting Russia's invasion in the cold season. Average winter temperatures are below freezing for much of the country, and it is not unusual for temperatures to drop to -15 degrees Celsius. The winter is coming, it's going to be hard, and therefore we need both to continue to supply weapons and ammunition but also winter clothing, tents, generators and all the specific equipment which is needed for the winter, Stoltenberg told reporters after meeting U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Brussels. Partly because the size of the Ukrainian army has just increased so much, they need more of this kind of winter equipment, and NATO is particularly focused on how we can provide tens of thousands of winter uniforms, Stoltenberg added. On Friday, swiftly advancing Ukrainian troops were approaching the main railway supplying Russian forces in the east of the country, after the collapse of a section of Russia's front line caused the most dramatic shift in the war's momentum since its early weeks. Stoltenberg called on NATO allies to ramp up defense production, as well to stock up their own inventories so they could deliver more weapons to Kyiv. We are now in close contact with the defense industry, with capitals, to ensure that we are now ramping up production, that we are replenishing the stocks, he said.
This post received a score of 34,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Shit, Canada should actually be able to help on this one.
I read a news story a few days ago about this. Apparently Canada, the US, Finland and Norway have already committed to providing winter gear.
Hudson Bay blankets for all.
Do you want NATO to go bankrupt? Those things are fucking expensive these days. $325 twin, $400 double, $450 queen, $550 king. Hopefully for that price they're at least less itchy than they used to be.
Hey, if they wait till Boxing Day, it'll be 50% off.
50% off what though? The price or the blanket?
Shipping.
The box.
Australia is gonna have to sit this one out. Our winter uniform is just knee-length shorts.
Instead of mid-thigh?
Mid-thigh is more for spring, borderline banana hammock is for summer.
That sounds like a party.
Norway steps up to the plate?
10 million white camo uniforms just sitting in a hermetically sealed vault.
Those poor hermits, sealed up for so long.
The West have learned from the Nazis' failures.
And France's. And Russia's. Snow doesn't pick sides. So you have to prepare to be on the side of snow.
It seems the Norwegians teach them young.
Prepare to be drowning in wool, Finsulate, and Gore-Tex. Slava.
George Costanza walks into a Russian bunker and breaks all the vodka bottles with his ridiculous winter coat. Happy Festivus, war is over.
I show up with ring dings and Pepsi. I become the biggest hit of the party.
Since Russia will likely not have them, this would be a major advantage to push.
They didn't even have them back in February. Russians were caught stealing Ukrainian cold weather gear off the bodies and prisoners of Ukrainian soldiers.
Reverse Stalingrad.
I was just thinking about this the other day. Send winter clothes now so the supply chain gets there before winter sets in. I'm pretty sure Russia's supply lines won't have it all to their soldiers, and we already know the difference it can help make. I'm sure NATO has a ton of shit around, but can people help with this? For Ukraine's soldiers or civilians? Simple things like socks and shoes, boots?
I wonder if us civilians can help with warm clothes for Ukrainian civilians. There are probably going to be a lot of cold and homeless Ukrainians who didn't get a chance to prepare for winter and are picking up the pieces of their lives. Same.
Canada may know a thing or two about cold weather clothing, but nothing about the procurement of equipment. Ooh, that's cold.
Ukraine might need extra drone batteries during winter. Drone batteries probably have a shorter lifespan in sub-zero temperatures.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.